Hey everyone, this is Borvak. I want to do a quick review of Batman Detective Comics number 1005. And this is actually, nice cool cover here with the Arkham Knight facing off against Batman with some fire and swords and crazy stuff like that. It's written by Peter J. Tomasi. The penciler is Brad Walker. Inker Andrew Hennessy. Probably saying that wrong. Colorist Nathan Fairbairn, and letter is Rob Lay, with a cover apparently by, I don't know, someone Walker. Anyway, credits are boring. Sorry, but I don't think, maybe I'm wrong here, but I think I haven't been paying attention. I think that Peter Tomasi, I don't think he's been the one writing Detective Comics. Maybe he started with this arc. I'm trying to remember who it was before, but I don't know. Maybe I'm smoking something. But it's been interesting. This run, however many issues this arc has been, involves the Arkham Knight, but it's not the Arkham Knight from the Arkham Knight Batman game, which is interesting. No spoilers for the game that's been out for a while, but they couldn't really use the same character. But interesting, different take, focusing heavily on the Knight aspect. I'm rambling. Let's jump right in. So we start out with Batman and Robin. They're kind of attacking the Arkham Knight and her men. Just got a fight here. Nice big fight. And I forget who this guy is, but there's this guy who's able to, looks like a naked zombie, and he's able to make mountains of zombies. So they're trying to protect Arkham Asylum, which was taken over by the Arkham Knight, who is actually what do you call it? Is it whoever's in charge of Arkham? It's whatever you call the warden, I guess. His daughter. There's a whole backstory to it, but anyway, this zombie guy is like summoning up zombie mountains that Batman's having to fight through. Meanwhile, Robin, who is, of course, at this point, this is Damian Wayne. He's fighting the guy. Does it say what his name is? I really don't know. I don't know. I can't find it, but he's fighting the naked zombie guy, which is kind of funny. I think he's actually supposed to be naked. Listen to me giggle like a schoolgirl. But because there's always something obscuring or cutting off his more interesting regions. So Robin takes him down. Batman, meanwhile, is fighting with Dr. Phosphorus, who I didn't know who that was before reading this book, but he can turn into a glowing skeleton, I guess. Or maybe he is a glowing skeleton. I don't know if he can turn into not a glowing skeleton. But Batman's fighting him, making their way to the asylum. The Arkham Knight creates some explosion that creates a very bright light that covers all of Gotham City and blinds the inhabitants. It's kind of an interesting thing here, just to show how, what's the word for it? Out of touch with reality the Arkham Knight is she says that, listen, the people of Gotham are singing. And Batman sees they're not singing, they're screaming. Because you just blinded them, you out of touch idiot psychopath. So they get in a nice, big 2-page spread fight here. Batman's facing off against, fighting his way to the Arkham Knight, fighting with the Arkham Knight. Oh man, Batman picks up a sword. Man, when Batman picks up a sword, you're in trouble. Seriously. And they face off here. Batman cuts off her face mask. And I don't know if I don't think she gets blinded somehow, but she, in return, destroys Batman's visor. And so he's fighting with her blind the rest of the time. Now, this is I don't know. This is intense without being over the top, just metal. Like, Batman doesn't have any weird horns sticking out of his cowl randomly, fighting some alternate universe Joker Batman who swallows keys and has a crazy tongue. This is like right up there crazy without losing itself and jumping the shark. Batman with a sword fighting in the fire while blind. Oh my goodness. So they take down the Arkham Knight. They break the light that's blinding all of Gotham, and then Damian has to drive Batman home because he's blind. He makes a little joke here about Batman being blind as a bat, which is kind of funny. Then on the last page, we see that I forget what her name is. Whatever her name is, the Arkham Knight is on her way to either jail or Arkham Asylum. I don't know. And someone kills the two guards that are. No, someone kills. One of the guards was working for her, I think. And he kills the other guard, and then she's escaping. And that wraps up our Arkham Knight story here in the detective comic books. All in all, it's a good story. I'm enjoying this book personally. Personal taste. I am enjoying this more than the main Batman book. I do have some criticisms about this. I am glad this arc is finally over. I'm curious to see what's going to come next. They teased something about... Did they even explain? They teased something about the Spectre. I don't know. I don't think we have any... I don't have any idea what the Spectre is. They didn't actually tease it. They just are telling us that's the next story, I guess. The name of the next story. Other criticism here, odd as it might sound, I'm a big fan of Damian. That's not the part that'll sound odd. Damian's a really fun character. Maybe to some of you that'll sound odd. I don't know. There are a lot of Damian detractors. Let me know in the comment section. But I've become a big fan of Damian through the Teen Titans book and the Super Sons book. And he has a very distinct personality that is... he's cocky, but not in a Dick Grayson way. He's less cocky than he is overconfident and kind of conceited, but he's still got this like kind of childishness to him. And I just feel like that personality, he's just written like he could be any Robin in this book. He's usually very distinct, very, very much himself. In the other books I've read, very consistent portrayal of the character. But in this book, I'm not seeing that. I don't know if Peter Tomasi didn't do his homework on this or if it's just not getting through to me. Maybe that's my problem. But I'm not... Damian doesn't really feel like Damian in this book to me. So if you're a big Damian fan, I would say don't read this book for Damian. Hopefully the characterization improves subjectively for me anyway in Peter Tomasi's writing. But other than that, that's really my only complaint with the book. Nice to have the storyline wrapped up. And now I have to grade it. I don't know what to give this book. Let's bag and board the comic, though, and I can worry about how I'm grading. I think this one deserves a green sticker, so we're going to give it a green sticker. Let's flip that over and grab out a green sticker. That Damian thing really bothers me. So this is a yellow green, not a full green. We're gonna get a yellow sticker too. So it kind of like grades. Like you go from green, which is an A, down to green yellow, which is an A minus, and then a yellow would be, I guess, a B or something. It's not the same scale, but a yellow green would be one step below green. See the totally sensible grading system here. But that's all I have to say about this issue. Let me know what you think in the comments section. If you like what you saw here, go pick up the comic for yourself. Read it word by word, letter by letter, and page by page. I said that backwards. Read it for yourself, the whole thing. rather than having to rely on my kind of short summary here. Support your local comic shop. If you don't know where your local comic shop is, you can find out online. Do a quick search. If you have no comic shop in the area, there are comic shops that will ship to you monthly or weekly, or bi-weekly or whatever. And if you like reading digitally, there's always Comixology and Amazon.com. Read what you like, support what you like, and let me know what you think. We can talk about it in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye.